So I'm using the pull tool here, and these three tools that we have are extremely easy to use and very intuitive. That's why I've put them up very close to hand. And the pull tool simply does what it says on the tin. It pulls the joints around, and you can rotate around, and it's very easy to use and understand. You'll get a hang of it very quickly and probably be able to rough out a pose very fast with this approach. So the idea behind this tool really is to make a fairly complicated process of animating and posing the character as easy and fast as possible, and as intuitive as possible as well. Now let's have a look at the twist tool. Twist tool is extremely easy. You just twists, that's its only reason for existence. Just twist whatever you're brushing across. Ball tool is one of my proud moments of the design. Whatever you selected, you can very quickly manipulate here. Let me just turn up the lights here, because it's the ball is picking that up. Okay, so just click on whatever joint you want to move, and this is more probably the well, it's an approach that is often used as in the controlling of games on iPad especially. So it's a kind of a remote idea of control, and there's a handy twist tool right here as well. So fundamentally you can do most of the posing just with these two. Just click with one hand and pose with the other hand, and you should be able to save quite a lot of time. Okay, what I have here is very simple basics of hand posing. For example, on here we'll open fingers, just put two fingers together. This is more of an Art Nouveau kind of style, and a lot of the Renaissance paintings have fingers more a little bit closer together. It gives it a more human expression. Okay, so we also have the ability to grasp something, or to just use the fingers, the four fingers without the thumb. I also have included the ability to go through the joints of the knuckles. So this is all the third knuckles of every finger. There is one more section here for the torso. I've wanted to again speed up the posing experience, of course. So I've created little combinations of joint rotation. So the whole spine can be affected by using this tool here. It's very effective, very quick, and you're just going through the possible combinations that a spine is able to go through, and adding rotations to it. So for example, if at the level of the diaphragm I've moved something already, I'm also able to use this tool here to do the same thing. I'll replace this with a circle for the final version. Then if I use this tool again, it will just add to whatever you've already done. Okay, so one more tool is the more festive tool, you could say. These are the jewel, I used to call them jewel nets, I'm not sure what to call them now. There are a couple of variations that are possible. So let's have a look. Just turn these nets off for the first view. So it's quite intuitive to use, and that's why I wanted to include it. Whatever plane these jewels lie on is the plane that you're going to be controlling. So these lie in front of the chest, for example, and that's exactly the plane that will be controlled. the green orbs corresponds to the y-axis in computer games and animations, so they're used for twisting. The red ones forwards and backwards, they should really be blue, but it doesn't really coordinate very well, so I've decided to just for prototyping use this coloration for these sections. So very simple. On the side you just go through very quickly and pose what you want, and you can select between the arms, yeah, and legs. Really quick, very efficient. Using them is also very simple. You just drag up. All of these tools use an up and down idea, so you don't need to work out which plane you're on. It's always going to be up. Okay, so one more tool is the Nets tool, and the Nets tool is more of an experiment in information visualization and a control system and a posing tool. So it's a combination of visualizing the relationships between the joints of the body and also a form of control and posing. So what's going on here is quite simple, although it's fairly confusing when you begin, but it's quite exciting when you start coming up with different shapes that are really quite difficult to make with any other tool. They're more random, more interesting, I think, sometimes. So when you go up and down, you're controlling both joints. When you go left and right, controlling them in opposite direction, and when you go at 45 degrees one way, you're just really controlling one of them, and if you go 45 degrees the other way, you're controlling the other. And so the combination gives you the ability to do things like this. It's really quick to block in quick shapes, and I was thinking of the idea of the volume and silhouette of it all.